We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First down, Jacob Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 36-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
Titans.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
The tackle made by
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Eason on 2nd down. Looking deep for Hilton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
He's tackled at the 40.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Stephen Gostkowski on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Nyheim Hines is on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the handoff, it's Mack. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a 1st down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Eason off the play fake. Looking deep for Hilton. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Eason. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
To Paris Campbell.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun is Eason. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again. Eason. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Now it's Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
Yeah, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line. So the Same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, Eason. Campbell making the catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down, Indianapolis.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. They'll go option to the short side. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Evans on the tackle.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Eason. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. Hilton's first catch, good for a first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the give, this is Mack. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Titans 17-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Eason. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll start with a give to Henry, and he'll rumble for about 5 up close to the 40.
Number 22, Derrick Henry.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, it's Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Here's Tannehill. Gabriel, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Switch up. Hey. You gonna get the ball? You think you gonna get there? Took left. You think you gonna get there? Took left. Hey,
A first down carry for Henry. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Derrick Henry.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. Third down here.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 17. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Looking for Campbell downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 81 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays. But the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback, and when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On first down, Tannehill. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Malik Hooker. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but
and he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Again to Henry. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Tannehill now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Their own 39-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He pitches it out. And he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down, here's Eason. And that one will fall incomplete.
Intended for Paris.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Now Eason. And that is incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. Now, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
Khalid Raymond on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Tennessee Titans. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and 10. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Let's see what you got. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Tight right.
To throw is Tannehill. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
First down.
First and 10, Eason. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up second.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Now a handoff to Henry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Derrick Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment, That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run once more with Taylor. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Colts.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Eason sets to throw it. Oh, good move by T.Y. Hilton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Eason. That's pulled in by the rookie from USC, Michael Pittman. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
By Prince Amukamara.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Defense wins championships, baby. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Go! Hey, hey,
Henry out of the pistol. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Henry, the ball carrier.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
First down and
a seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll run here with Mack. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8 yards. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Eason to throw. That ball is caught. It's Doyle. Touchdown, Colts.
Touchdown.
Jack Doyle. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Is good.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Sanchez to kick off 4th.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
And the busy night for Henry continues. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Good strong tackle by DeForest Buckner. Remember, the Colts gave up their 1st-round pick, number 13 overall, to get him from San Francisco, and they certainly think he's worth it.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Tannehill. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Good. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the 1st down. Well done all the way around.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, it's Henry. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
30-yard line.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. From the 30 on second down, Tannehill. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Titans 34, Colts 27.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this, when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's back to throw. They'll run the screen with Mack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. And this will get him all the way inside the Tennessee 20. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
At the 2-yard line.
And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
2nd and goal.
They'll run it with Mack. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And he's got it up and through.
That will tie the game at 34. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go, defense.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. But now it's 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Running from the gun with Henry. 1st down and much more for Henry. And all the way down to the 27. A big-time play there on 3rd and 9. 47 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And it'll be a hot time across the Cumberland tonight. The Titans have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Titans, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the